take your panties off. What's going on, nation? It's DanielJon. I hope you guys are all good. And of course, I hope you're okay. And if you're wondering why I'm asking you to take your panties off, if you have seen This Is the End, which is a hilarious film, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, Rihanna's in it. There's so many famous people in it. And they actually, it's like you're watching their real life scenario kind of thing, because they all are acting as themselves. They're not playing cameos. They're not, you know, being actors. They are just being themselves kind of thing. And it is really weird to watch. But there's this one part in it, and this dude, he's got a t-shirt, and it says, "Take your panties off," right? And he's playing the keyboard. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen the film. And he's like, "Take your panties off." And he's like, you gotta sing it in your Barry White voice, like, "Take your panties off," like that. And then he says it to Rihanna, and he's like, "Take your panties off, Rihanna." She's like, "Craig, can you get the fuck up off me?" It's just hilarious. I'm sorry I'm dragging about it. This isn't the Sunday Q&A, how we do it. But how we do it is go and get yourself a BBC. This one's got glitter in it, okay? I'll tell you why quickly. I bought Leanne some roses for Valentine's Day, and they are still alive. And they had glitter all over them. And the glitter has gone in here because I actually left the coffee on the table where the roses were, and the glitter's gone in here. But oh well. That means I'm going to have a shiny BBC. And I am drinking it in Leanne's cup, which says, "I love you. Beautiful bear." Her boyfriend bought it for her. What a lucky guy he is. Who's opened the door? No one. What do you want? Nothing. What do you want? I'll do the Q&A. We have got some questions to answer. Now, the first question I'm going to answer is, why haven't you got a BBC? Why? Come on, guys, come on. Go get BBC. Glittery shit right there. Literally, in the morning. So, first question I'm going to answer was on the Instagram post, what I posted yesterday. If you're not following me on Instagram, please go and follow Instagram. I got this question from this, from one of the followers on Instagram. And they wanted to know where I got my beautiful looks from. Not going to lie. Well, I actually got them from the person that asked. Okay? My mum. My mum asked on the Q&A a question where I got my beautiful looks from. I got them from you, Mum. So thank you for that. The sexual Tyrannosaurus was from you. And partly Dad, I guess. So, I've got some questions on screen, so I'm going to answer them right now. Q&A, would you ever consider strongman training and just keep doing bodybuilding? Well, I'm actually training for kind of strength at the moment, and I would love to do a powerlifting meet. Although it is strongman training is something I'd like to do, you know, with the Atlas stones and things like that. It is, and farmers walks. I would, and tire flipping, etc. I would definitely like to try that, but my gym doesn't have those facilities and the equipment to do that, so it's not going to happen at my gym. My brother's gym, where he actually goes to, is a strongman training gym, and they have Atlas stones, like 700-pound tires and things like that. So if I ever do it, then I'll probably have to leave and go to his gym, because he goes to like a hard man gym. I'm not quite ready for that. So, yeah, it was definitely something I'd like to consider. When do you think you should start a diet just for summer? For the beach wise, and how long do you think you should diet for just to get lean and ripped, but not like competition ripped? I mean, if you're considering just getting ripped for the beach, then that's cool. I mean, a lot of people do that. I mean, I've done that before. This year I'm not too fussed. I just want to get lean. But if you're going to get lean for the beach, I'd add, it depends. It all depends on individuals, okay? If you're, you know, 15% body fat, then it's probably going to take you maybe 3-4 months, maybe 4 or 5 months to get a decent, you know, body fat percentage and look good. But if you're severely overweight, maybe you're 40% body fat, it's obviously going to take a longer period of time, but it's hard to judge. But say, for instance, you just take me, for example. At the moment, I'm down 17 pounds in the last 2 months. I've probably got about another, I can see my upper 4 abdominals now, but it's probably going to take me at least another 2 months, maybe 2.5 months of dieting to really be happy enough to actually take my t-shirt off and things like that in public, although I don't do that anyway. I'm not that type of person, but if that's what I was doing, then about 2 more months. But ready for beach, yeah, 2 more months for me. But that's only if you're around. I was about 16-17% body fat when I first started this diet. And my brother just showed me some shocking pictures of me when I started this diet, and I'm not showing you guys anytime soon until I actually lose this body fat. So, yeah, it depends on the individual. But, you know, if you start now, never finish. That's the way I look at it. Don't just get lean for the beach, okay? Get lean, you know, for a purpose, and just look sexy as fuck. That's what I can say. So, hey man, long time subscriber here, and hoping you can help me with my approach to this cut. I'm currently sitting at around 10 to 12% body fat, 192 centimeters at 89 kilos. I'll be looking to drop about 5 kilos by the summer shred, doing more cuts. How big of a calorie deficit should I sit at around 300? I'm rather lean. He did actually send a picture, and the dude has got a good physique. I don't know why you're asking me, dude. You're in better shape than me at the moment. How far should I drop this? You don't want to drop your calories too quickly, okay? He's in good shape anyway. The guy is lean. He did leave a comment on yesterday's video, so you can go on there and probably click on the link, and it will show you a picture of him if you are interested in seeing exactly what his link, because he didn't leave it private. He did leave it public. So if you want to see what he looks like, he's actually in good shape. He's definitely a good role model to go by. He's probably at least, I'd say actually, yeah, he is right about 10% body fat. If you want to get a little bit leaner, he said actually in the rest of the question, he holds a lot of fat in his legs and his arms. So for a 250 calorie deficit, maybe 300 calorie deficit, depends where your calories are now. If you're sitting at 1600 calories, I'm not going to tell you to drop 300 calories. If you really want to, if you're say sitting at about 2000 calories a day, drop them maybe by 200, see how you go from then. You've still got a long time till summer. I'm guessing if you're from the UK, you've got a long time till summer. But if you're summer now, I mean, don't go too drastic with it, because you don't want to do your body any harm. You don't want to do metabolic damage and shit like that. So slow and steady wins the race. You must have heard that saying before. Right, I answered the questions, asked you to answer some Q&A for tomorrow, get those beautiful sexual exotic questions in, much love. So you guys posted some questions on the actual Facebook page, and here we go. Cheat days or cheat meals? What do you do? Can you get to 10% and lower having a day of eating whatever the fuck you want? Cheers, mate. To be honest with you, I mean, I don't really have cheat days. I haven't actually allocated a cheat day. I only ever done it once, and that was when I did an 8,700 calorie cheat day, and that was when I videoed it, and it got like 50,000 hits on my old channel. But I mean, I've never had a cheat day in my life apart from that one time. And I only did that because you guys requested it, so that is why I did it. But if I have a cheat meal, I mean, like the other day, I actually went out with I actually went out with a fellow YouTuber, and we went out, and I kind of had that as my cheat meal, which I have got that edited. I've just got to upload it, so I'm very sorry. You will see that very soon. But can you get below 10% just by having a cheat day, maybe once a week? Hell yeah, I think it's possible. I mean, if you don't go and eat 10,000 calories in that one cheat day, I think it is certainly possible to do. I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible, because when someone says it's impossible, there's only someone out there that proves it is possible. So, no, it's not impossible. I'm not going to say that, okay? When I was lean last year, I did eat a lot of cheat meals. I didn't really go and blow out every single week, but to be honest with you, cheat meals don't really entertain me. You know, I don't look forward to them. I enjoy eating chicken. I enjoy eating minced beef. It doesn't bother me what I eat at the end of the day. I can eat plain chicken breast 8 days a week. 8 days a week. Did that even make sense? I can eat chicken breast 7 days a week plain. It does not bother me one single bit. But other people, they need seasoning, they need spices and things like that. But I can eat my stuff plain. It's just, it doesn't bother me. But if you look forward to cheat meals, don't be scared to have them. Just don't blow yourself out and drop an arse cheek. My sexual exotic question, this comes from my fellow schoolmate. We went to school for many, many years. We got in a lot of trouble. He wants to know, how many penises can I fit in my bum at once? You disgusting fucker, Lewis. I don't know, 6, something like that. Don't want it to get too overcrowded. Shit. Nah. What's your take on cortisol and drinking caffeine? I'm probably going to... do you think caffeine can decrease gains due to less sleep? Right. I'm going to probably address the cortisol and drinking caffeine in a separate video, but let me give you a quick overview. I drink coffee, minimum of 4 to 6 cups a day. Minimum. If I am literally near a kettle or a tea urn where you can just pour the hot water out, I will drink 8-10 cups a day without fail. I have had no effect on my gains. I have no effect on my sleep. I do not affect easy to stimulants, except for Monster Energies. They send me up the fucking wall. But I mean, I drink coffee sometimes before bed. I'll brush my teeth after I've had it. I have a coffee, brush my teeth, and go straight to bed. You know, it doesn't affect me. But some other people, you guys out there, may have a coffee and it may affect you sleeping. So it will depend on the individual. I'm not going to say the rules are set in stone for everybody, because they're not. One rule doesn't, you know, one shoe doesn't fit all, or whatever that fucking saying is. One size fits all kind of thing. You know, I don't believe in that. So I'm not going to say, yeah, coffee affects you, because it doesn't affect me. But it may affect you. So it's trial and error. I mean, if you find that you can drink a coffee before bed and still get 8 hours of sleep without being disturbed, mean, it's very likely that coffee's not affecting you in a great deal of way, like caffeine. I can drink, you know, Red Bulls, energy drinks like that, and it doesn't affect me. But if I drink a Monster Energy, that sends me up the wall. So it's different for every individual. So I'm going to probably address the cortisol and drinking caffeine in a separate video because it's probably quite in depth and we're already like nearly 10 minutes in this video. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? You know what? I like a challenge. I'd fight the 100 and the fucking 1 horse-sized duck. I'd fight the 100 small ones first and then the boss at the end. It's like Tomb Raider. Do you remember the first Tomb Raider? That dude you had to fight with no legs and he kind of pushed himself around in the arms. You guys must have played the Tomb Raider on PS1. That shit still haunts me to this day. But if I was honest, all honesty, I'd probably fight 1 horse-sized duck. Yeah. That seems legit. I'd definitely fight that. Bring it on, man. Get that genetically mutated steroid freak of a duck here now. I will eat that motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah. Right, next question. Hello, my T-Rex boy crush. Hundreds, do you believe in BBC and T affect sleep? And also, what do you think of the ideal body fat to attain? I want to lean bulk, but after my cut and advice, your sexualised BBC joke got a cracker worried. Please, Barry Manilow, love you too. Right, does tea and coffee affect your sleep? Like I said in the previous question, it depends on the individual, okay? I mean, my mum drinks a lot of tea, more tea than I probably drink coffee, okay? You think that's hard to believe, trust me. You haven't met my mama, right? So my mum probably doesn't have, my mum drinks coffee and tea before she goes to bed, like I do, and has no problem sleeping. So it doesn't affect us. However, if, like Leanne, she could drink coffee as well, but she won't drink it before bed like me, because it may keep her asleep. Keep her awake. So it is dependent on the individual. I don't think it affects me. I'm going to tell you the truth, it doesn't affect me. I drink coffee before bed, I fall asleep like that. Fucking Superbike's just gone up my road, so I'm sorry if you just heard that. Sorry. So, no, I'm going to say that coffee and tea doesn't affect my sleep, but it depends on the individual at the end of the day. And also, what do you think of the ideal body fat? Ideal body fat to attain all year round, I attained throughout my diet without even trying about 10% body fat. I was lean, I had six-pack abs, and I had veins going through my stomach and my shoulders and my chest. It wasn't really hard for me. I didn't think any different of it. Alright, getting there is the hard bit. The transition from A to B, being from fat to slim, is the hard bit. Once you're there, it's just like staying fat. You just keep eating more. When you diet, you just eat the same thing. You know, I don't complicate my diet. I eat the same shit every day because it's convenient for me. It's just simple that way. I don't need to go out to restaurants eating different foods and having to worry about what's in them because I eat the same thing every day. Pretty much anyway. I have crumpets on toast. Crumpets and eggs for breakfast. For lunch, I have chicken and rice or minced beef and rice. And then for dinner, I have chicken, vegetables, potatoes. Like tonight, I'm having a whole chicken, roast potatoes, Yorkshires, gravy, vegetables. Sorry, we're getting a bit carried away there. So, do you think the ideal body fat to attain? I reckon you can easily attain 10% all year round without having to really try. That's my opinion at the end of the day, but it depends on the individual. You know, I can't keep answering these questions and saying that you're going to get, you know, the ideal body fat percentage because it is different for every individual. You may come across people in I have friends, okay, that are so freaking lean all year round and eat whatever they want. I'm pretty sure some of you guys watching this YouTube video now are lean all year round without even trying. Like, it is sickening. Don't even rub it in, please. I do not agree. So, I'm sorry that this Q&A has kind of been a bit shitty today. It is actually like 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. I didn't record this in the morning. So you guys are going to hopefully see this by 6 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time tonight. If not, it'll be 7 o'clock. But I've been out all day. I've had a lot of problems today. No, I haven't had no problems. Fuck, what am I lying about? I had to have new tyres done on my car, wheel bearings and shit like that. So I had to get that stuff sorted out. And that's about all for today. So I hope I've answered your questions. I didn't have many today because I didn't actually publicise it a great deal. I only asked on the Facebook page and the Instagram. So, but thank you very much for your questions. You know I appreciate it. You know I love you very much. I told you before. I think we're getting pretty serious. You've been liking my videos, haven't you? I see. I do that. You're awesome, man. You're awesome. So go and get yourself a BBC rewind this video, watch the bits you missed, and think, what the fuck did he just say? That boy was talking some shit. So I hope you guys are all good. I'm going to do this in one part today. I'm not going to actually do it in 2 different parts. So I hope you guys are all good. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Take your panties off. And he's like, go sing it in your Barry White voice. Take your panties off. Like that. And then he says it to Rihanna. He's like, take your panties off, Rihanna.